There's a war happening in the comment section of my last video, and we need to settle it. Half of you are saying, we aren't having families because we are broke. We can't afford houses. We can't afford groceries. It's a failure of the economy. Hey, that's kind of what my video was about. I was one of the ones saying that. But then the other half are pointing out the paradox. They're saying, wait a minute, look at the richest nations on earth. Look at the places with the most welfare, the most safety nets, the most money. They are the ones where the population is collapsing the fastest. So if poverty is the problem, why are the rich the first to give up on the future? The answer reveals the terrifying truth about the human experiment. We aren't just dying because we failed. We're dying because the system itself is a trap. Let me break it down to you. For 6,000 years, the promise of human government has been simple. Give us the power and we will eliminate the struggle. We will end poverty. We will end homelessness. Well, look at the result. Look at the wealthiest cities in America. Look at the capitals of Europe. These places have budgets bigger than entire countries. They have the best technology in history. And yet, what do you see? You see skyscrapers towering over tent cities. You see a mental health crisis that no amount of funding can fix. You see lonely people dying in apartments filled with luxury goods. They threw trillions of dollars at the problem, and they didn't solve it. This is the hard truth that nobody wants to admit. Human governments cannot eliminate suffering. They can buy you a smartphone. They can pave the roads. But they cannot fix the fundamental brokenness of this world. They cannot legislate peace. They cannot print happiness. No matter how hard they try, no matter which political party is in charge, no matter which government structure is in place. Democracy, communism, dictatorships, fascism. Problems just get worse. They never go away. But here's the twist. Even though they failed to fix the real problems, they succeeded at one thing: distraction. They couldn't give us a world with poverty, they couldn't give us a world without poverty, so they gave us a world of cheap comfort. They gave us a world where food appears on an app, where entertainment never stops, and where you never have to speak to your neighbor to survive. And that comfort turned out to be poison. It tricked us into thinking that we are independent. I don't need a family. I have the state. I don't need a community. I have my screen. We traded the deep, necessary struggle of building a life for the shallow comfort of consuming content. And when we really think about it, is struggle even necessary? Because when you look at human rulership, isn't that the reason why 99.9% of people struggle? I mean, that and the problems that people have within themselves, but I digress. Let me go ahead and continue. See, because now we have the worst of both worlds. We have a society that is spiritually dead from the comfort, but visibly broken from the incompetence. And this is why the silence is spreading. People are looking at this deal and saying, no thanks. Why bring a child into this world when this world is so broken? In a world that is so confused? Why build a future in a system that clearly doesn't know how to run itself? We are watching the slow resignation of the human species. We are tired. We are tired of the promises that never come true. We are tired of the supposed progress that only seems to make us more lonely. We have reached the mathematical limit of what humans can achieve on their own. And the result is a world that is rich in things, but absolutely bankrupt in hope. So what's the solution? If politicians can't fix it and the money can't fix it, what is left? The solution is to realize that this system cannot be fixed. You cannot patch a building that has a broken foundation. The end of this society isn't a tragedy, it's a relief. It's the moment where we finally admit that we need a reset. We need a return to the original design of what we were meant to do. We need the truth. Because, I mean, think about it. Imagine a world where the problems are actually solved, not by a new tax policy, but because the root cause of greed and the selfishness has been removed. I'm talking about a world where you can build a house and you can actually live in it. You can plant a garden and nobody steals the food from it. You walk down the street and there's no tent cities, not because the police removed them, but because everyone actually has a home. And really think about it. That's not a fantasy. That's the only logical conclusion to this mess. The experiment of human rule has proven one thing. We can't do it alone. This society has to break so that actual reality can return. The lights of the civilization are dimming. But don't be afraid of the dark. The dark is just the curtain coming down on a play that's went on for too long. And yeah, I'm talking about some sort of outside event happening. And when you look at history, this has happened plenty of times before. Societies get all big and comfortable, and then all of a sudden, here comes some sort of disaster. And guess what? It has to rebuild from the ground up. So this whole society that we live in right now, this world that we live in, the way things are going, yes, something from the outside is going to happen. Something natural is going to take place. And I am telling you, I am 100% sure that there will be people who survive. And the people who survive will be the ones who love the truth and figured out what the truth was. Because here's another hard thing. The truth is not hard to find. Sometimes it's right in front of you. Like, here's one truth that's not hard to find. And this isn't my truth. This is just a basic truth. You know, if you treat people kindly, then they're probably going to treat you kindly too. Most people. What if we lived in a world where folks just had common sense and just treated each other right and didn't have things like politics, money, prejudice, and all the other things that divide people, have them battling? That ain't something that needs a big automatic, oh my goodness, world-ending change to happen. That's something that you can find and do yourself and get with people who have that same mindset. And trust me when I tell you, there's a lot of people, there are millions of people in the world right now with the mindset of, hey, you know, we can be peaceful with each other. We don't have to judge people. We don't have to let politics ruin our lives. We don't even have to be tied to something like that. But, hey, that's just my answer to the debate going on in my comments in the last video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.